Hi there, Reverend Lowell Brown here again for another 5 minutes on God. Today I'd like to introduce a concept that I think will add serious value to your life and your efforts. Let's face it, living and walking in Jesus' footsteps is difficult at times, so I'd like to introduce you to a concept that will make this easier. A way of living that will make your life fuller, incredibly better, and also bring you closer to Jesus and God. The concept is to live your life as a maker of value in the lives of others and your own, as opposed to being a taker, someone who takes away the value from other people. For me, living as a maker is a major building block of my life. It fits very nicely with keeping God and Jesus as the cornerstones of my life, the foundations of my life. So let's get started. First, I want to define for you a definition of value, using money as an example. When you have something someone else needs or wants, they are willing to give you money for it. That's right, exchange money for something that's valuable to them. That establishes the monetary value of what you have. That is also how the world we live in currently establishes value. So in the world, the more things you have of value that people will pay for, the wealthier you are. There you go. If you only paid attention to the world, you would think that's all there is, what money can buy. But as humans, we know that's not true. We also place our trust and value in things that are not monetary. Things like living, loving, learning, family, and billions more, all of which cannot be purchased with money. Come on, put away your cynic for a minute and stay with me. So here it is, as plain as I can put it. In this world, if you only wish to attain wealth, then find a way to acquire more monetary value than you pay others for. In simple. In this way, you will accumulate wealth and become wealthy. So if that is your only wish, then go ahead and turn this video off and go learn how to do that. But for those of you who want to learn how to become makers of value, makers of so much value that you help others find their way in this world, well, stay with us and let's go on. It is my opinion that being a maker, a creator of value in this world, with Jesus as your cornerstone and the Holy Spirit as your guide, you will be unleashed. You will be able to do and create things that you never even dreamed about. To illustrate being a maker in this world, I'd like to borrow a parable that Jesus used, Matthew 25:14 through 30. Jesus tells of 3 servants and what they did to explain that you must always live your life as if you will be judged at any moment. I want to use this to show another lesson Jesus might have also been teaching by telling this parable. The lesson of how to live a life of value to more than yourself. In this parable, a master must leave on a long trip, but before he leaves, he decides to entrust his money, value, to 3 of his servants. The first servant he gave 5 bags of silver. The second received 2 bags of silver, and the last received 1 bag of silver. Time passes, and then the master returns unannounced. He then brought the 3 servants before him. First he brought the servant who had been given 5 bags of silver. That servant returned, gave back the 5 bags, and also gave the master 5 more bags that he had created while he was gone. Earned or created. Value. The master was very pleased and told the servant so. In fact, he gave him more responsibilities and a celebration for what he'd done. The servant who was given 2 bags of silver was next. He gave the master back the 2 bags he was given, plus 2 more that he had earned and created, being a maker while the master was gone. This also pleased the master very much, and he gave more responsibilities to the servant with 2 bags, who created 2 more, also giving him a celebration. The next servant, who was given 1 bag of silver, came up and gave the master back his 1 bag of silver, and no more. The master was looking at him, and he explained, "I buried it because I didn't want to lose it. So here's your 1 bag of silver back." The master was not pleased, because the person he had given 1 bag of silver to had done nothing with it, just buried it, created no new value. In fact, he was so displeased that he gave the bag of silver that was given to this 1 servant to the servant who had earned 5 more, who now had 10 bags of silver, taking it away from the servant who had 1. So let me sum this parable up and put my spin on it. And then we'll wrap up this extra long 5 minutes on God. In this world, we are given a life of great value. Whether you acknowledge that it comes from God or not, it is still a life of great value. This life is made to be used to create more great lives, not spent worrying and in fear, but to be boldly used to make the world a better place, to add value to the lives of others. And understand this clearly, most of the value in this world does not come from money. So decide to declare your life to be the life of a maker, to be a person that creates things of value and helps others become makers of value. Try not to take from others. Be a person who is a giver to others of the things that make their lives better. Sure, it can be money, but most times people need something much more valuable than money. So please decide to live life as a maker, someone who is a shining light in this world that brings people to Jesus and God, the ultimate makers. Well, that's it for today, and I know we went a little long, but thanks for hanging in there with me. And I will also definitely revisit this maker concept in the near future, but these will be much more focused on specific results and not introductory like this 5 Minute on God was. Well, so that's it for now, and this is Reverend Lowell Brown saying thanks for viewing this, and we'll see you on the next 5 Minutes with God. Bye-bye.